Please welcome America's service sales coach, Joe Crisara.
Welcome to the Service MVP Podcast, the show that helps home service professionals master high-value sales, build stronger client relationships, and grow their business like never before. Join industry experts as they share real strategies that drive results. If you're ready to level up your service game, you're in the right place. Let's get started.
It's the Service MVP Podcast.
I live, breathe, and eat PHCC, so I'm all about that.
Good. Well, you also have another side job called the Family Plumber too, which is a whole company of its own that you and your family run too, right, Mike?
That is, yeah. And so the Family Plumber started, I'm a second generation business owner, very proud to be one. And my dad started a company a little over 40 years ago. We've been in business, now incorporated for over 40 years. And we're based here in Los Alamitos, California. If you don't know where that's at, it's between Long Beach and Huntington Beach, two major cities here in Southern California. But yeah, the challenges of running a business, we've been scaling year over year. It's been a blessing. It's also a curse at times, I will say. Owning a business can be, as we know in 2025, can be easy. It can be tough at times, but really, what we stand alone on is our ethics, and I think that that's huge, especially in the contractor trade in general, not just plumbing, HVAC, but when you design processes behind a business that are successful processes, keep those going. Keep everything, really focus driven on your employees, your customers. But I always say, and my dad's always said, when you're developing a business, whether it's plumbing or anything, it has to be a win-win-win all the way around. It has to be a win for you, has to be a win for your customer, and it has to be a win for your employees. So we've been very blessed to have the Family Plumber grow, and we're going to continue to grow. So yeah, my little side hustles turned into quite a little social experiment, I guess, if you will.
Right. Hey, let's talk. Let's make those two worlds collide during this podcast. The Family Plumber and PHCC. There's other people who are the Family Plumber, and they're around the whole country who have their own family business that does plumbing. So tell me how. Number one, the first question will be, how does the Family Plumber or any plumbing company benefit? Tell us the cycle of involvement, because the PHCC in general is a people development organization. It's at its primary core is to take new people and bring them into the industry and let them become experts eventually, to develop experts in this business. Am I on the right page there? Am I speaking from the hymnal?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think just to dive a little bit deeper on that is that an association like PHCC, I never really understood the value of networking. And I think that being able to network within an organization, every single member within PHCC understands that they're obligated to work alongside other contractors. They may be competitors in your space, but who better to talk to about some of the challenges that you're frustrated with as a business owner trying to grow your business? Why try to reinvent the wheel? So what I've actually learned with PHCC is that the networking side of things is huge. And what you find is, just like any plumbing technician would, you do you're book smart, but you're also street smart in some ways. And I think that correlates pretty well with business. As you're growing business, yes, there's the principles behind, proper financials, things like that. But there's the unforeseen things, especially like in a local setting. What are some of the obstacles, whether it be pricing, whether it be, technology, what's working best, that when I joined PHCC, that was really what I was after, is where can I take a lot of the mistakes that I know I'm going to make off the table, and just learn from people that have already done it. And so these associations are great for that.
The peer-to-peer group, that number one, one of the primary benefits is that you before you make mistakes, you can run it past a member who's tried it and maybe can tell you the pluses and minuses of anything from marketing to training to the right vendor. So if you're in this business and you're looking for some feedback before you make a choice, so you can make a wise one, that's probably the one of the biggest financial benefits you can make is
Huge.
to avoid an expensive mistake. Would you say that's a fair way of summarizing all that?
Oh yeah, I'd love to add up all the mistakes I've missed out on, proudly missed out on because somebody said, and I think you've told me quite a few of them, so I commend you for saving me money on mistakes. So
Well, you know
it's
what? I think it's a great thing to do. Maybe we should make a list of all the things we've avoided from because PHCC has helped to guide us away from those bad decisions. Instead, we should add it all up. Maybe have a meter that runs on our websites telling us how much money they saved us. Tell us about the people development part. 'Cause I think that's part that's a little lost. I think when I was there at the facility in Orange County, I saw a great laboratory with great instructor who's over there. What's his name? The guy I
uh,
missed. Who?
Doug Allen
Doug.
actually.
Yeah, a great,
Yeah.
great guy who's a veteran in the industry, and he's teaching all these younger or new technicians how to get their seasoning and from a real plumbing professional. Tell us a little bit about that and how does PHCC help companies develop those people? What's that cycle look like for an average company?
Yeah, so what kind of gets missed as you start to grow a plumbing company is, plumbers don't just come off the street and all of a sudden have 20 years of knowledge, on how to do actual plumbing, not just the personality skills with the customers.
And
That's
can I just say something? I'm gonna call it time
yeah.
out there. And if they did, they would poison your company.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, bad
If you did get
habits.
somebody, you got some guy who's been around for 20 years and he's going to join my place, he's probably going to not be able to do all the, here's an iPad, use Service Titan. He's like, what? Yeah, he wouldn't be able to even navigate that most likely. So go ahead and continue. I don't want to make sure that if you hire the experienced people, we all know you have to unlearn that person and then get them trained again. It's much harder to train somebody who has been doing it for a long time a different way than somebody who's never done it before. Would you say that's true,
Oh
Mike?
yeah. It's a classic, can't teach a dog old dog new tricks type thing, and I've seen that. I've said, you know what, I've found the perfect diamond in the rough, and then it ends up being like a virus in your company at times. So yeah, no, absolutely, and so where PHCC kind of really puts a stamp on things is that as a especially a small business owner, as I started to grow. I didn't have the personal time to sit there and spend time training and going over what to touch, what not to touch, what will inevitably lead to a flood, which is always the worst case scenario, or a gas leak or something like that. Some of the cognitive things that as you've been doing it for years and years, you start to grow is like, you never walk away with doubt in your mind. Always go back to the job site and triple, double check, do whatever you have to do to make sure that everything you left on the job site's safe. It was installed properly, and better yet, I mean, if you're pulling permits on jobs, you want to make sure that you pass inspection the first time. You don't want to go 4 times in before all of a
Mm-hmm.
sudden there's definitely an issue going on. So PHEC does the technical training side of it. It's the one of only a couple state accredited 4-year apprenticeship programs to earn a journeyman's card. So we have locations all throughout California, and definitely been a huge asset to send my guys to school. They get the proper training. Also, they do it in a controlled environment. I think that's so important. When you're out trying to train an apprentice on somebody's actual house, I mean, first of all, it probably doesn't look 100% well if you're not doing it properly, and the customer is actually seeing that transpire. They're probably questioning, what kind of experience does this person have? So it's great to actually have them in a controlled environment like a trade school like PHC. I think
So,
that.
so you have new plumbers who are learning the trade, and they get to kind of try things out in a controlled environment that's not a consumer's house or a customer's house first, and make those mistakes with Doug, I assume, as opposed to making them in somebody's house to flood or create a fire hazard in
Yeah, we don't
somebody's
want
home.
that.
Those are some of the mistakes that PHCC can help you avoid. That's a great one there. Thank you for listening and watching the Service MVP podcast. I want to give you a copy of my free book. Just click on the link below in the description, and one will be sent to you from me personally. Thank you so much for listening.